Hello viewers, today I am going to tell you about the layers of OSI model. OSI stand for Open System Interconnection. It has been developed by ISO International Organization of Standardization in the year 1984. It is a 7-layer architecture with each layer having specific functionality to perform. All these 7 layers work collaboratively to transmit the data from one person to another across the global. So this is the 7 layers. First is application layer, then presentation layer, then session layer, the transport layer, the network layer, data link layer and physical layer. In between these 7 layers, application layer, presentation layer, and session layer come across come between a software layer, and transport layer is the heart of the OSI. We transmit data from hardware to software. Then network layer, data link layer, and physical layer is the heart layer of the network OSI model. This is a model which interconnect the system to the software through which we communicate the information on different layer and then the person can only see the data on application layer. We work on only on application layer, but it starts from physical layer. Physical layer is the layer, as you know, the computer understand only 0 and 1. So physical layer connect the devices and transmit the bits to the data link layer. The physical layer, lowest layer of the OSI, the reference model is the physical layer. It is responsible for the actual physical connection between the devices. The physical layer contains information in the form of bits. It is responsible for transmitting individual bits from one node to the next. When receiving data, this layer will get the single received and convert it into 0 and 1s and send them to the data link layer which will put the frame back together. अब इसमें क्या होता है, देखो डेटा विल गो इन फॉर्म ऑफ बिट 11000111000111. हाउ मच इट इज 3 4 12 बिट का डेटा एक फ्रेम में बन गया. द फंक्शन ऑफ द फिजिकल लेयर्स आर bit synchronization. The physical layers provide the synchronization of the bits by providing a clock. This clock controls both sender and receivers, thus providing synchronization bit level. Bit rate control. Second work is bit rate control. The physical layer also defines the transmission rate, that is the number of bits sent per second on the network. Physical topology. Physical layers specify the way in which the different device nodes are arranged in a network, that is bus star or mesh topology. I already told you about the bus star and mesh topology. So on the layer physical layer there are 3 types of topology are working: bus star or mesh. Then transmission mode. Physical layer also defines the way in which the data flows between two connected devices. The various transmission mode possibles are simplex, half duplex and full duplex. Hub, repeater, modem, cable are physical layer device. Hub is the device which connects multiple computers. Repeater which repeats the information when the data packet lost. Modem which connect the computer to help in working of internet. Cable and physical layer devices are also there. Without cable you can't connect the modem. Network layer, data link layers and physical layer also known as low layers or hardware layers. Now second layer is data link layer. Now, second layer data link layer is responsible for node to node delivery of the message. And what is a node? Node is a computer. Node delivery, the main function of this layer is to make sure data transfer is error free from one node to another over the physical layers. When a packet arrives in the network, it is the responsibility of data link layers to transmit it to the host using its MAC address. And what is a MAC address? Data link layer is divided into two sub-layers: logical link control and media access control. That is, the media access control is the MAC address. The packet received from network layer is further divided into frames depending on the depending on the frame size of network interface card. Data link layer also encapsulates senders and receiver MAC address in the header. What data link layer do? It will add the address in the header of the packets. The receiver MAC address is obtained by placing an address resolution protocol request onto the wire asking who has that IP address, and the destination host will reply with its MAC address. The function of data link layer. Now what the data link layer do? Actually the MAC address control the IP address, find the IP address of the target and destination and origin of the information. And the function of data link layers are framing. Framing is the function of data link layer. It provides a way for the senders to transmit a set of bits that are meaningful to the receiver. This can be accomplished by the attaching a special bit pattern to the beginning and the end of the frame. What it will do? It will make a frame, and the bits set which come, it's add the starting bit and end bit. Physical addressing. After creating frame, data link layer adds physical address of sender or receiver in the header of each frame. Error control. Data link layer provides a mechanism of error control in which it detects and retransmit damage or lost frame. Flow control. The data rate must be constant on both sides as the data may get corrupted. Thus, flow control coordinates that amounts of data that can be sent before receiving acknowledgement. Acknowledgement means the person received data is getting by him. If the packet is not reached, then it said that send the information that they haven't received the packets. Access control. When a single communication channel is shared by a multiple device, MAC sublayers of data link layer helps to determine which device has control over the channel at the given time. Packets in a data link layer is referred as frame. जो set of bits which you receive is converted into frame and packets in a data, so the packet will become a frame. Data link layer is handled by the network interface card and the device driver of the host machine. Switch and bridge are data link layer device. अब इस लेयर पे कौन सा डिवाइस काम करते हैं? स्विच एंड ब्रिज. And what is the work of switch and bridge? Bridge link two networks and switch allow the data when it will go to the target or when it will not. So the network layer work for transmission of data from one host to the other host. इसमें क्या होता है, पहले नोड टू नोड जाता था, अब host to host जाएगा. Transmission of data from one host to other located in the different network. It also takes care of packet routing, that is selection of shortest path to transmit the packet from the number of routes available. The sender and receiver IP addresses are placed in the header by the network layer. So the IP address is attached with the data and the data header, and the network layer place it in the header. The function of network layers are routing. The network layer protocol determines which route is suitable from the source to destination. This function of network layer is also known as routing. Logical addressing. In order to identify each device on network uniquely, network layer defines an addressing scheme. The sender and receiver IP address are placed in the header by network layer. Such an address distinguishes each device uniquely and universally. Segment in network layer is referred as packet. Network layers is implemented by a network device such as routers. So it decide the route. So here the device router is working on this layer. Transport layer. Fourth layer is transport layer. Transport layer provides service to application layer and takes services from network layer. The data in the transport layer is referred to as a segment. It is responsible for end-to-end delivery. पहले node to node हुई, फिर host to host हुई, and now it is an end-to-end delivery of the complete message. The transport layer also provides the acknowledgement of successful data transmission and retransmit the data if an error is found. At a sender side, the transport layer receiver the formatted data from the upper layer, perform segmentation, and also implement flow and error control to ensure a proper data transmission. It also adds source and destination port number. ऐड करता है डेस्टिनेशन एंड सोर्स पोर्ट नंबर. आईपी एड्रेस होता था डेटा लिंक में. नाउ इन ट्रांसलेशन लेयर द पोर्ट नंबर in its header and forward the segment data to the network layer. The sender needs to know the port number associated with the receiver application. Generally, the destination port is configured either by default or manually. For example, when a web application makes a request to the web server, it typically uses port number 80 because this is the default port assignment to the web application. Many applications have a default port assigned. At the receiver side, transport layers read the port number from its header and forward the data which it has received to the respective application. It also performs sequencing and reassembling of segment data. What is the mean of sequencing and reassembling of segment data? The data which come, it will sequence which data will go first and which will go to the last. Segment and reassembly. This layer accepts that message from the session layer, breaks the message into smaller units. Each of the segment produced has a header associated with it, and the transport layer at the destination station reassemble its message. As I told you earlier in the mail session that all the information break into the packets, and then numbering will be there in header of the packets, and then it is reassembled on the other side. The service point addressing. In order to deliver the message to correct process, transport layer header includes a types of address called service point address or port address. Thus, by specifying this address, transport layer makes sure that the message delivered to the correct process. So the transport layer header includes the type of address called service point address of the port address. The service provided by the transport layer connection oriented service. It is three-phase process which include connection establishment, data transfer and termination and disconnection. In this type of transmission, receiving device send acknowledgement back to the source after a packet or group of packet is received. This type of transmission is reliable and secure. Connectionless service. If it is a one-phase process and include data transfer in this type of transmission, the receiver does not acknowledge receipt of the packet. This approach allows for much faster communication between devices. Connection-oriented service is more reliable than the connectionless service. Why it is because when you connect the system, then you are sure that you are transferring properly the data, and in the connectionless service it is one phase process and include data transfer. In this type of transmission, the receiver does not acknowledge. In this case, the receiver acknowledge, but in this case, the does not acknowledge of the packet. This approach allows for much faster communication between devices. Data in the transport layer is called the segment. Transport layer is operated by the operating system. It is a part of operating system and communicates with the application layer by making system call. Transport layer is also called the heart of the OSI. Because if you have not a transport layer, then how you can take the data from the hardware to send it to the software. Whatever data you take from hardware, it display on the software in the application layer. So the fifth layer is session layer. The layer is responsible for establishing of connection, maintenance of session, authentication, and also ensure security. As you enter in the internet, you get that the session will start, and when you stop the working on the internet, the session is destroyed. So the session layer work is to establish a connection and maintenance of session. The function of session layers are session establishment, maintenance and termination. The layers allow the two process of establish use of terminate a connection. Synchronization. This layer also allow to provide add checkpoint which are considered as synchronization point into the data. This synchronization point help to identify the error so that the data is resynchronized properly and end of the message are not cut prematurely and cannot cut prematurely and data loss is avoided. So the synchronization help to identify the error and resynchronize data properly and end of the message are not cut prematurely and data loss is avoided. डेटा पहुंचने से पहले वो नहीं कट करता है और प्रॉपर डेटा को लॉस को बचाता है. Dialog control. The session layer allow two systems to start communication with each other in a half duplex or full duplex. And now what is a half duplex and full duplex? When you send data to only one side, then it is a half duplex. And when you send and receive data, then it is a full duplex. जैसे फोन में आप लोग बात करते हो तो फुल डुप्लेक्स, आप सुनते भी हो आवाज और बोलते भी हो. एंड हाफ डुप्लेक्स मीन्स आप मेल भेजी आपने या कोई मैसेज किसी को भेजा तो बस वो पहुंच जाता है, लेकिन आपके पास वापस नहीं आता। जैसे टीवी आप देखते हो, टीवी आप देखते हो लेकिन आप इंफॉर्मेशन उसमें भेज नहीं सकते हो। All the below three layers, including session layer, are integrated as a single layer in a TCP/IP model as an application layer. अब TCP/IP मॉडल जो बना उसमें क्या करते हैं, जो 3 लेयर हमने ऊपर पढ़ी, 3 layers including session layer, all below 3 layers and including session layers are integrated as a single layer इन TCP/IP मॉडल। अभी हम लोग OSI मॉडल पढ़ रहे हैं, आगे हम लोग TCP/IP मॉडल पढ़ेंगे जो मोर एडवांस है। The implementation of these 3 layers is done by the network application itself. These are also known as upper layer or software layer. So transportation layer plus 3 upper layers below 3 layers, या जो 3 layers और हैं सॉफ्टवेयर की, वो जब मिल जाएंगी तो हमारा TCP/IP मॉडल में वो एप्लीकेशन लेयर का काम करता है। Scenario. Let's consider a scenario where a user wants to send a message through some messenger application running in this browser. The messengers here act as application layer which provides the user with an interface to create the data. This message or so-called data is compressed, encrypted, if any secure data, and converted into bits 0 and 1 so that it can be transmitted. Sender to receiver. Now sixth layer is presentation layer. Presentation layer is also called the translation layer. The data from the application layer is extracted here and manipulated as per the required format to transmit over the network. The function of presentation layers are translation. For example, ASCII to EBCDIC, American Standard Code for Information to Interchange to Extended Binary Coded Decimal Information Interchange. Encryption, decryption. Data encryption translates the data into another form or code. The encrypted data is known as the ciphertext and the decrypted data is known as a plain text. This is a technology through which we encrypt and decrypt data. It is a big concept. Um, a key value is used for encrypting as well as decrypting data. Key value, there are two types of key, public and private, and I will tell you in detail one day about the encryption and decryption. Compression, reduce the number of bits that need to be transmitted on the network. Application layer, this is the final layer where we see the information on internet. At the very top of the OSI reference model of the layer we find application layer, which is implemented by the network application. These applications produce the data which has to be transferred over the network. This layer also serves as a window for the application service to access the network and for displaying and receiving received information to the user. Application browser, Skype, Messenger, etc. Application layer is also called as a desktop layer. The function of application layer: network virtual termination, uh, FTAM, file transfer access and management, mail service, directory service. These are the function of the application layer. And OSI model act as a reference model and it is not implemented in the internet because of its late invention. Current model belong being used in the TCP/IP model. I will tell you about the TCP/IP one day, and today's lecture is finished. I can also tell the TCP/IP, but I will take it tomorrow. So the mm, what you see on the network is the application layer. So this is the OSI model finished. If you like it, then please subscribe and share. Thank you, viewers. Today I finished my lecture, and please subscribe and share. I'm not getting any subscription. That means you people are not running my video. Please run and subscribe. Thank you.